Welcome, everyone. To the NBA on 2K Sports.
Damn,
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to Orlando.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now, here's Banchero. Out to Carter. 5 on the clock. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Pass to Robinson. Over Carter. Robinson, that's good.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
That's what I mean.
No good from Ross. Here's Brunson. Here's Randall. Back to Brunson. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult.
Damn.
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Going into the first game of the season, he said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Hold on, bro.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Bro, what in the fuck is that?
Out to Anthony. Second chance shot. That one misses. Thompson with some nice D. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
I'm selling right now.
Magic. On defense, the Magic. 8-point game. And finished off by Robinson.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and, you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw
You play my game, bro.
off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And Brunson, here we go. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. And stolen by Bol. Here's Hampton. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Fournier, that's for 2. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game.
Damn, bro, I'm weak.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
One.
Up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so here is New York. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good.
I'm going to tee up right here.
First quarter. Knicks lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The kick out to Rose. New York now working with the new shot clock. Toppin misses the 3. The Magic trailed by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things.
Come on, bro.
36th
He's taking that shit.
2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Pass to Carter. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
In the corner, it's Toppin. Back to Rose. Rebounded by Anthony.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the inside. And he gets the whistle.
Bro, I was trying to pass, bro. They really just did that to me, bro. Like, bro, I've been past that bitch.
By 7. And to see your son Greg find success in the NBA.
Bro,
I can only imagine that's going to be so special for you.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
And it's blocked. Throws it up high. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates, just get up over the rim and finish it with authority over them.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Rose gets the bucket.
He cooking me right now.
Rose has got his second basket of the night.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
And So it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 11. Pass to Banchero. Can't hit that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Carter with it. Deep two from Ross. That one a little long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Ross grabs the board.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Damn, bro.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Magic trail by 13. Carter with the screen. Three-pointer. Oh, and he almost had a four-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three. That one on Rose.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
Bro, with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Back to Rose. New York needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Pass to Toppin. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
We've got a lot of game left. Boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
And pushing it up. Here's New York. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Quick shot. Inside. Bull. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bulls got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. Rose. To the paint. Stolen by Bamba. Pass to Okeke. Toppin with the steal. It's stolen by Hampton. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Rose with the ball. And Bull pulls it down. The Magic trailed by 7. Harris outside.
Damn, bro, I'm not holding that bitch long enough. Hey, though.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem.
What the fuck?
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage
Ain't that
he
some
brought
shit?
in from last season. How about 88%?
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
It's your 407 10
5 seconds left now here in the second. With 1 on the clock. And no problem from Bull as he finishes at the rim. Bulls got 4 points this quarter. And we've reached halftime in this one. New York ahead. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.
I'm gonna catch up, bro. I ain't tripping. But it's just like, bro.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Magic. 6-point game.
Damn.
And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Wagner, right side. Stolen by Robinson.
Put it right in his hands, cuz.
Pass to Randall. Here's Fournier. New York moving the ball around. Here's Brunson. And Anthony sends it back. Over Randall. Here's Banchero. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive
Bro, I thought I was gonna
play
get that
we need
steal.
as we
That's
get
on
closer
me.
and closer to crunch time.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much.
Oh.
Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense.
Go.
David, thanks.
You love the opportunity by Franz Wagner to get out transition, find success with an easy one.
An
That's
elite
crazy.
prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Back to Anthony. Banked in off the
Hey,
glass.
nigga.
Anthony's got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr.
Bro, get out the way.
Banchero a little. He's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
And
On his
finish
head.
off by
Come on.
Wagner.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Here's Barrett.
Fuck.
To get open is Robinson. Barrett, no good. Cross in the corner. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Orlando gets it back. Wagner outside. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Banchero.
Fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't do shit.
The Knicks lead by 5. Lobbed up there for Robinson.
Good take, man.
And stolen by Wagner. Toss in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Evan Fournier. Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager.
Damn, he quit? My also why she tripping. Here's the Alright, let me do this first, man. Let me take this shit off. Don't worry about that. Bro, wrong thing, bro. I ain't mean to click that. I'm finna bust his ass, bro. I'm not finna play with these niggas, man. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even play. I can't even do it.
Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's Brunson. And to the surprise of some league observers, a number of rookies are already making huge contributions, Greg.
And it's so much fun to see these young players
hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
getting thrown right into the fire, and for good reason. When you have 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap, you need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
One of the highlights of the 2022 All-Star Weekend, of course, Cole Anthony in the dunk contest, using his dad, our 2K colleague, Greg, as a prop.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
To the inside. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
What are you talking about, nigga?
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Oh my God, I'm on him.
Wagner outside. Pass to Carter.
I gotta go get
Carter.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
Randall outside. Brunson with it. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 3. An open look for Fournier. And they get it back. Inside. Another shot. Rebound by the Magic.
That's too easy. That defense.
Close. You're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Randall pulls down the board. Stolen by Carter. Robinson with a steal. Fournier for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Orlando takes it the other way.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Pass to Banchero. Reverses. And stolen by Brunson. To the paint. Here's Robinson. The layup misses. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Oh, my goodness. Going to the rim with aggression is young Cole Anthony.
Now a timeout called by New York.
We got to lock in.
It's your 407 Next Steve.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
One of the things you have to think about with the New York Knicks, there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Toppin. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Clock at 4. Here's Rose. Here's Randall. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. And that was stopped right through.
and sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Yeah, Doris, having the pieces fit and being able to find consistent success has eluded the Knicks.
Right, some of that has been a bit out of their control, but there does seem to be this constant tinkering as they search for something that really works for them. They've got to figure this out. Knicks fans are long suffering.
Barrett with it, picked up by Ross. And there's a whistle that goes on Terrence Ross. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
New York calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One more time. Let's hear it from the 407 Van Steed.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's quickly. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Barrett. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got... They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Pass to Barrett. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Bull grabs the board.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Bamba. Fires the 3.
Oh, damn.
And Toppin pulls it down. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Pass to Okiki. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game. And stolen by Barrett.
Personal foul.
Nine seconds left to play in the first. Here's Rose. Pass to Robinson. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Anthony misses. New York trailing. And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive, Greg.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
Here's the break. Pass to Wagner. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You love it when a point guard is eager to reward open men. And Cole Anthony delivering the ball on time and on target.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Outside Ross. Picked by Carter. To the middle. Randall with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brunson. Orlando grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Down low. Banchero. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Grant, you watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, B.A., the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves, excellent body control, and he uses his body to shield the ball when he's driving through the lane.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And that one's good. Carter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Boy, when you think back to 2021 and the year Julius Randle had, guys, a first-time All-Star, winner of the Most Improved Player Award that year, but then follows it up with a disappointing 2022 season.
Now here's Ross. Pass to Carter. 5 to shoot. Here's Wagner. And another shot. Here's Banchero. Here's Carter. Here's Banchero. They shoot again. And it's good on the layup. And the Magic lead by 10. Talking about Randle, Doris, you could see the emotions boil over at times during that 2022 campaign.
BA, there were multiple fines and altercations, and that can happen when you don't meet expectations and frustrations mount. And in particular, when you're dealing with the New York media and that passionate fan base, things can escalate.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Randle outside with the drive. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Bamba.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
There's a minute 40 left in the second. Here's Okeke. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 10. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Here's Bamba. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Here's Rose. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Robinson. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6.
Can we remember that Mo Bamba has a 7'10" wingspan? That will alter a shot or two.
Here's Bull. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The free throw drops for Randle.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now Rose. Pass to Robinson. Back to Rose. That shot, no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic earning this break in the action, up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Randle. And here is Barrett. Clock at 6. Outside Fournier. Nails it from beyond the arc. Fournier's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wagner outside. Oh, Robinson with a block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Here's Barrett. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, there were lots of expectations that accompanied R.J. Barrett coming out of college. That's going to happen when you're the third overall pick.
That one misses. You know, watching R.J. Barrett is a treat, Doris, whenever we get a chance to do so.
Yeah, B.A., he is a tremendous young man on top of being a player who so desperately is searching for greatness and working to get there. What you love about R.J. is he's trying to add to the offensive end of the floor year by year. Yes, he can get off the dribble drive. Now can he consistently make that perimeter jumper? This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Right side, Brunson. And here is Barrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barrett's got 6 points.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Denied.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Here's Quickly. He's off on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Right wing. The 3 from Banchero.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
It's deflected. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. Magic on D. 4-point game. And there it is for him. Rose has got his first points of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Wagner. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Quickly outside. Rebound by the Magic.
And you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Rose with the bucket.
That is vintage Derrick Rose, right? Get separation off the dribble and finish the move. Nice.
Orlando calls timeout. The Knicks making a switch here.
It's your 407 Knicks speed.
1:36 left in the third quarter here. And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Kicks it to Quickly. From behind the arc. Bull grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Bamba, that's good.
Zero hesitation, guys. You just marvel at centers like Mo Bamba. The ability to knock down jumper after jumper.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Pass to Okiki. Screen by Bamba. To the inside. Oh, Robinson with a block. Here's Barrett. Deflected. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Harris. And here is Bamba. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Bamba's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Randall. And so it's the Orlando Magic. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is
30.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. New York trailing. Rose with it. Inside. Four on the clock. Quickly from outside. Hits a three-pointer.
Vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Outside Ross. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Magic lead by 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And here's Toppin from the arc. The shot off that time. And Orlando the other way now. Pass to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Outside Carter. Takes the three. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Quickly, left side. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Here's Ross. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Here's Carter. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Here's Harris. Excellent D there from Toppin. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Rose outside. Fournier for three. He buries it from three. Fournier's got 9 points now in the second half.
Evan Fournier, a guy who prides himself on his efficiency. Give him that high percentage look from the three-point corner, and he's going to knock it down.
Picked by Carter. Ross for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Rose with it. Picked up by Ross. And that one's good.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Orlando calls timeout. They're up by 7. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. So both teams changing it up here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He spoke about their approach going forward. He believes that this is a mental battle. He told his players how we think about each possession will determine the outcome. Let's stay locked in.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Right side, Barrett. 4-3. On target from range.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Wagner outside. Here's Banchero. Carter from outside. No good on the shot. The Knicks go the other way with it.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
To the paint. Count it!
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Now here's Anthony. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Banchero. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
You have to wonder, can a young guard play in the pick and roll and make the right decisions? Pretty pass from Cole Anthony. He's saying, yes, I can run pick and roll.
Outside Ross. Out to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Outside Ross. Puts it up from 17. Second chance effort. Misses. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted.
Three five in my wood. Nigga thought I was, man, nah, bro.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. And so off the tip, it's Boston. The kick out to White. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Boston on offense. Tatum inside. Shoots over Brown. That one a little long. And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
Smart up top. Left side White. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. First quarter, just over a minute played. Horford, right side. And there's a 3-second violation.
Boston ball.
Outside Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
Now here's Tatum. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now off the inbound. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
Now here's Smart. The kick to Tatum from deep three-point range. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
White, good. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Grant.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions.
Gotta make
He
him
has all
quit,
the
bro. You got the
tangibles
same
you're looking
motherfucking
for.
characters as me, bro.
And the Celtics call time here.
Headed to the floor right now is Celtics Entertainment. Give a big round of applause for Celtics Entertainment.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Tatum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Pass to Horford. Kick out to Brown. Now here's Tatum. Defended by Brown. This one for 3. Jason Tatum, and that's good. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the
Bro,
trigger.
I ain't mean to do that.
The Celtics with the lead. And here's Brown for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Tatum's got room. Off the left rim and out.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
BA, when I tell you going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA.
And Boston calls time here. And the Celtics in possession here. They trail by 3. Left side Tatum to halt the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Down low. And Williams punches it home.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Williams. Nice D from Brown.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And here's Griffin. Over Brogdon. And good. Off the lead pass that time.
At this stage in his career, Griffin brings with him a deep arsenal of moves inside.
There's Tatum with the 3. The offensive rebound. And Griffin slams it in.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Pritchard sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Griffin wants to involve his teammates as much as he can.
And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston. Boston trailing. Here's Brogdon. Coming off a 12-point game. Horford outside. Pass to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. It's Smart on the wing. Lets it fly. Can't get it to drop. And Boston going the other way now. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls. To the middle. Here's Williams. Horford with the block.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. A nice shot by Brown. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, BA, courage is the right
Bro,
word.
they out of
You're
bounds.
willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team. You know what? If you don't give them the charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
To the paint. Here's Horford.
And it seems wherever Horford has gone during his career, his teammates really enjoy playing with him. A testament to his leadership.
At the line.
Horford hits them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Count that one. White's got 7 points.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
You can tell Horford's teammates look up to him. He's an accomplished veteran with a lot of experience and knowledge, Richard.
Yeah, he's just so selfless. The kind of guy who actively tries to make his teammates better. Just a terrific glue guy. That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Smart outside. And Horford gets it to go. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Outside White. Back to Horford. The shot that time. Target.
Bro, I didn't even do. I'm quitting. He got me quitting. That's crazy. They cheated, bro. Can I not get a dude with the same team? Please. I would very much like, okay.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bro, I could have sworn I put the black one on, bro.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. Should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And here's Curry for three.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Tatum from long range. Here's Horford. Second shot opportunity.
Bro,
Lets
pass
it go
the
from
ball sooner, bro. Damn, maybe almost fucked it up. Almost fucked it up, cuz for real.
And Smart gets the three.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Horford. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, how many times has Horford scored in the pick and roll? I mean, millions throughout his career.
Right side Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Goes back up. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, Steph Curry set the record for most threes made in NBA history during the 21-22 season.
Now here's Brown. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Tatum. Screen by Horford. And finished off by Tatum.
You look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Green. Pass to Looney. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. Ooh, rejected by Horford. It's Smart on the wing. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Celtics. And here's Brown for 3. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each one won.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Thompson. From 15 feet away. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Phenomenal shooter from the mid-range. All Klay needs is a little bit of daylight. Like a little bit, and it is gold.
It's stolen by Looney. In transition, here come the Warriors. Outside Curry. Green, a screen. Curry's shot is off.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Green, a screen. Here's Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 7.
What focus from Curry, embracing the physicality and figuring out how to still capitalize through it.
There's Tatum with the 3. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Green, a screen. Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Green. Driving to the basket. Here's Looney. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Thompson. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Impressive athleticism from Klay on the cut. Feels like he can score the ball whenever he wants.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0. Here's Horford. Out to White. Back to Horford. Outside Tatum. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Well, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt. These are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses. And we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Now White. Paul George missing from long range. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
A leap from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game.
Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are...
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
I don't think I can guard that, bro.
Leonard's got 5.
Good way to start this game.
Yeah,
you
damn,
want to get
damn.
him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
With the drive. And that one drops.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Wow.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's Brown on the wing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Smart. Brown wide open. He fires.
Enters the league as a great defender. Now Leonard's an elite defender. Multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Jackson misses. Boston trailing. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat.
I didn't even try to take that up, bro. I tried to fucking add, bro.
He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Okay, David, thank you. We'll see if they can execute Greg well enough to beat the good defense.
Yeah, and it's about identifying the right matchup. You almost always have an advantage somewhere on the floor.
You can bet they've been doing a lot of scouting, really getting a chance to prepare for this game. This should be an interesting game of adjustments.
Can they get it? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Oh, what a play!
tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Pritchard. They get it back. Now Williams. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Not 2 in a row,
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
And Coffey gets it to go.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Batum. The shot by Brogdon wide open. No good from outside.
Bro, I don't know that nigga doing that, bro.
That one doesn't drop. What a
Brogdon,
performance for
he
Jason
just
Tatum
like,
has been the story so
I
far
don't know,
for
bro.
the Boston
I don't know what
Celtics.
jump shot.
He got into double digits.
15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Williams, that's good.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him. And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
And finished off
Dumbass
by Brown.
nigga, bro.
And the craftiness of Brown, just so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handle.
Leonard with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. George, that's a two-pointer. That one, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise and frustration.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Can they get it? And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Horford, and the layup falls. Horford's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
Leonard on the wing. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Brown, good.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Fires from the wing. And it's Leonard missing.
and that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Outside, George. A shot. That misses off the backboard.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Kennard for three. Rebound, Boston. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 16-4 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
All right, fans, let's hear it for Young Clippers.
Tatum way outside. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Damn, JT.
Tatum's got 13.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Brown outside. And again, Boston with
Damn.
the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Out to the wing. Man. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics.
Damn.
3 points.
Demonstrating how efficient he is, Derek has a great feel for when to fire away.
Man can hit. Celtics leading by 21. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it again. Here's Tatum. Out to White. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. There's Brown with the three.
Brown.
Kennard with the rebound. Batum scanning the floor. Count the basket. Covington's got his second bucket tonight.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Boston on top, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now Jackson. Out to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. For the three. And no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
In the corner, Smart with it. Pass to Brown. White with it. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Morris. Here's Leonard. That one off the back iron and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires the three. And again, it's the
Bro,
Clippers from
he
deep.
busting them bitches.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second three of this half, third of the night.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Outside to Brogdon.
Bro, this nigga Brogdon.
No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
And so Wall nails both of them. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive when his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
Pass to Brogdon. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers trail by 11. It's deflected. Stolen by Smart. Outside, Williams. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Tatum's got 19 points.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And so Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
And it's George missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Buries it from three-point range. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And the Clippers call time here. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Will it go? And the layup good by Wall. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Williams with the steal. Up top, Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
And Greg up and down.
I knew it. He was going to quit sooner or later.
The Mavericks look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans at New Orleans Arena. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
And they double up Doncic. The high post shot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Well, we're used to seeing a lot of player movement in the offseason, so how long do you think it takes, Doris, for a reconstructed team to get together and find that mesh point?
Kevin, that is not an answer we will know. A season has to play out. Look back to the Boston Celtics, who were 20-21 at one point before going on to the NBA Finals. Chemistry, how you're going to play, new faces, all of these things have to find a way to come together.
Pass to McGee. Over Russell. McGee inside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pass to Bullock. Here's Finney-Smith. Doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. And with the Mavs, a trip, Doris, to the conference finals puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's McGee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Right side Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
I think part of that is making sure your effort allows you to stay connected to shooters. That takes 2 things, coordination and communication.
Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Ntilikina. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Here's Ntilikina from outside off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Prince's shot is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Inside. Here's Kleber. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Floats it up for Wood. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Back to Dinwiddie. Oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
I didn't try to jump.
The use of that final possession. Perfect.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive?
They've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Wood. Up top, Doncic. He had 37 points last game out. No good from 11 feet.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Out to Russell. Here's the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Back to Edwards. A second chance effort. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Wood sets a screen. Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 7. And the dunk by Doncic.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
Here's Russell. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Edwards. No good that time. And here are the Mavericks now. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And he can't bank that one in. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks This game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Right side Hardaway. He lobs it up. Stolen by Anderson. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Kleber. Out to Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Towns. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Prince comes to help. A shot by Kleber, wide open. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. There's the lob to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, there's a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that Karl Anthony Towns is bringing to the game right now, sending a very distinct message to the defense. You better sharpen up.
Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And really, every team had the chance to sign Wood early on, but passed. And this man just kept working, and now when healthy, he's becoming a force. Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They host the Spurs after this. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Oh, wow.
Come on, gang. Yeah, there you go. My window.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. This is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. And, of course, they're looking forward to the return of Jaren Jackson.
And they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects the team chemistry when he does ultimately come back. They've got a good thing going right now, and they've been playing excellent basketball without it.
Here's Adams, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
Brooks with no one around. No good with the triple. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot by McDaniels.
That's
no
not
good.
me, bro. I hit that.
The Grizzlies off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game.
Look at that shit.
And the rejection by Towns. Out left to the wing. Wide open look.
Green.
Nice jump shot. Good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves? Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And good that time.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And Towns throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Outside Edwards. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might need to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Bane. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Payne for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. Edwards can't hit.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Adams.
You finna quit, bro? You gonna quit sooner or later when I get done busting your ass. To be honest, that nigga could have just said he was gonna quit. I'm glad he did that, bro. I ain't want to play no fucking. GG's, bro.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. We want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Boy, good fundamental footwork that time by Terry Rozier to avoid the defender.
Trying to get open his car. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The kick out to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. No good from the wing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Wagner. From outside the arc. Hayward grabs the board. Here's Oubre. Takes it inside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Rozier missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Terry Rozier, that 2019 sign and trade changed his career.
You know, going from Boston to Charlotte, Scary Terry got an increased role with the Hornets, and sometimes that's all a player needs. He became a starter there, doubled his scoring average, and it was really a hand-in-glove fit for Rozier.
Hayward is doubled. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Puts it up from 15. That one a little long. Orlando leading. Wagner left side. All sorts of time. Second chance shot. Cross on the wing. From the arc. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the board.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. So both teams making some changes here. Hornets trail by 3. .132 left in the first quarter. And with the season started up, these teams, Clark, certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum. Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Pass to Richards. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Bamba. Good. The assist.
You know, he's a proven shooter from distance, guys, despite his size. Bamba's got a nice feel for when he should pull the trigger on that shot.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Richards. And he banks in the layup. Richards got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time, finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
Pick by Williams. The drive by Smith. Left side, Martin. Right side, Williams.
Give me that shit, boy.
And that
the fuck is that?
Coming into play there. Ball uses it
that.
to perfection to block shots.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Bamba. And they recover it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close
We
game.
winning, man.
Magic lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Carter. That one doesn't drop. And the Hornets now going the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Carter outside. Fires top of the key. And there it is for him.
Nice form on that look from Carter Jr. Here's a former top 10 pick who I think still has tremendous upside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Pass to Banchero. Lets it go with the 3. Hornets with the rebound.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Now Rozier. He has 6. Washington.
We there.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. Here's Carter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Good on the triple.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. On the wing, Rozier. Stolen by Carter.
Give me that. What are you doing?
Down low. And it's
I didn't mean to do that.
Plumlee. Hayward outside. Pass to Plumlee. Shakes him. And it's good on the lay-in. Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Charlotte making a switch here. Anthony left side. Pass to Bamba. Out to Anthony. No one near him. The Magic again can't hit. Charlotte trailing. Screen by McDaniel. Rozier with the ball. 6 points for him. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
.133 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Plumlee. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Bamba. The Magic again can't hit. Charlotte leading by 3. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bamba sends a screen. Pass to Ross. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Here's Wagner. And they get it. And he sinks the layup. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Inside. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Pass to Banchero. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Smith surveying the D. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time.
But it's cool. It's only 2 points.
For the first half, fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets on top, up 4. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Carter. Now here's Ross. Here's Banchero. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here is Washington. The kick out to Rozier. Back to Washington. Now Rozier from 11 feet away. And he makes that one. Rozier's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is a rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Pass to Plumlee. Carter pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Banchero. He's covered by Washington. Oubre outside. Back to Washington. Oubre outside. At the top of the key, Hayward. Rozier for 3. Carter pulls it in.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And it's Banchero missing. Hornets leading by 3.
an elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, nice job that time by P.J. Washington to knock down the shot after setting the screen.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
It's time to get loud for your 407 dance team.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Outstanding entertainment. One more time. Let's hear it for the 407.
The Magic trailed by 5. Any scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Hampton. No points in the game yet for him. Bamba sets a screen. Pass to Hampton. Clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Ross for 3. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Here's Hayward to the inside. Smith wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Smith's got 5.
And I tell you what, if the defender is not on Smith before the pass, it's too late because he's always ready to fire and he burns you.
It's stolen by Smith. Hayward outside. Shoots over Bamba. Oubre, right side. Pass to Richards. Out to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out, and Orlando will come the other way. Now, here's Bamba. Back to Ross. And here's Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Hampton. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Now here's Hayward. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, it's Oubre. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the middle. Here's Bamba. The rebound by Richards. Hayward outside. Over Bull. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few.
It's time to get loud for your 407 dance team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's Smith. 11 feet away. He doesn't hit that one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Carter over Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And, Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Now Rozier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Cole Anthony.
Rozier doing a nice job working himself through contact to draw the foul.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Rozier. Pick by Williams. Here's the 3. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Outside, Martin. On the wing, Williams. Here's Richards. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Harris. Banchero with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. Shot from 12. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Rozier looking around. Bucket is good. Rozier's got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte.
Rozier has a really impressive offensive arsenal. He can beat you in a lot of ways.
Outside Anthony. Throws it up high.
Damn, I ain't mean to get did like that, man. Fuck. Change on me.
And thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to the Clippers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. And they could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Magic. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
And maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
an elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on. And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Anthony with the bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
It's deflected.
Given how long Bazley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Down low. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. We have just a few games in the books, Brent. What are coaches right now looking for from their team, from their players?
Well, I think you're still trying to figure out what your identity is, Kevin. You've played a few games. You're trying a few different rotations. You still want to do that over the course of the next 25 games before you really settle into what you know is going to give you the best chance offensively and defensively and win games.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here is Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts.
Shea does a nice job there just getting in the right spot and becoming an easy target for his teammates.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
There's the three. The shot by Bazley, no good. Out to Carter. And it's Banchero top the key. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Banchero's got 9 points. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Magic.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Thunder trailing by 9. Giddey, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Pass to Carter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Dort. Here's Robinson Earl. Over Carter. Robinson Earl, no good.
pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Hugensdorf is the guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and teammates love what he brings to the court.
And he gets it to go.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Here's Bamba. Cans it from short range.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Count it. Good.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket. Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. There's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's Bol. Shoots it up. Pass to Bamba. Under trailing by 8. Shoots from the high post. Man can't hit.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Williams for 3. That shot off the mark. And Orlando the other way now. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
The shot's good. Banchero's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the
Damn, bro.